Hi, my name's Jesse, and I'm here to do a little gameplay walkthrough of my little game I made called Small Fires, which is about sound design and kind of spatial awareness. And I really wanted to focus on telling stories just through sound design and things you can kind of find in game. So let's start the game up here. Let's bring it over here. Whoa, it works! That's nice. So, let me bump the volume down slightly. First thing you can tell is that there is a lot of fading in that's happening. I have a canvas overlay, if you know what that is. And that's basically fading in from everything that we're seeing here. Almost like we're kind of waking up. You see the controls here. And if I want to turn those off, I'll hit left mouse button. Now, I have a array that's being called through my script, and that is calling out each one of these footsteps individually. There are a series of about 10 footsteps that it goes about, that it selects from. So it's almost like a box, so that it's randomly picking each one of those anytime uh, my player character moves a certain distance. And something I just figured out today is that I got it so it doesn't actually make any sounds when I'm a certain distance from the ground itself. Now, if I were to open up into the editor view in Unity Editor, you can see that all around here is that there's these giant bubbles of reverberated sound. So if you're wearing headphones, which I'd highly recommend for the best experience, you can see that gunshots, that's happening over there somewhere, and as well as there's a helicopter with a light that's flickering this way. But something I wanted to do from the very beginning, I have some snow particles you can see floating through here. I really wanted to. I took my cue from like a lot of the Nathan Drake games, is that there's a lot of places where things zoom out, right? And they're telling something visually, like they want to impress you with like this moment, this high action moment, or this sort of set piece that they're showing you. But I wanted to go in a different way. I wanted to like zoom in specifically, and I thought about how can you support that with sound. And so I have a little box here. It's an invisible box that if you go through, all the other sounds in their entirety just fade away into the background. And the music swells up, and the music level isn't changing at all. It's just all the other sounds are fading away, giving us the illusion that music is fading up. But it really just helps. It's subtle, and I think most players might not even spend much time in here. But that's something I wanted to go through, and I think it's you know it's a risk sometimes being subtle. I feel because sometimes if you're not obvious, is people just don't get it. So I think with important things, you have to choose whether you want to just be subtle or be on top of the head with a hammer obvious. As we lift that box, the entire world comes back into us. Um, Now, really, the sound effects are really coming in with that reverberation. I took way too much time with all the lighting effects in here as well. You might notice the surface changes depending on what object you're standing on. For that, that's more of like a dirty ground cell, and this is the sort of metal sound. But if I had to put a stop to developing this project, so I just decided to just continue going through and just being happy with the sounds that I chose. It's really subtle here. You can hear a little bit of metal sounds. I put a shadow down there with the objects here to kind of give a little clue and also inspire people to kind of maybe come up and see this area. It took me 2 days to figure out how to do that. Did you see it? We'll show you again. Press E. There's another little sound dampening box, and
Exactly. You know, I didn't want you to skate cast here in the first place. You know, and oh my god, hey! Oh my god, what is this? For me? Shut up! I'm just glad that you came. Well, now, screw it, sure. Yes, bright in your face. Vomit green! Hell yes! I'm gonna wear this every day till I'm dead. Come on, let's get you a drink. You a drink. Hey, hey, Derek! Derek, look at my new green sweater!
so I wanted to give that as much time in showing you that I did because I floored and absolutely love my friend Elise's performance in this. She was the first person I reached out because I just wanted to have the experience of putting someone and shaping someone's voice into this. I've directed voice actors before and I've worked with them before, but I've never created my own project from start to finish that's entirely mine. So I thought about, it could be my voice and I could shape it, but I I wanted someone else. So I created a script and a character and how it fits into the narrative of this short story that I have here. And at least fit the bill and I reached out and we recorded it. All right. Let's get the chase. Thank you, Elise, if you're watching. There's a jump scare in this room, and I'm not showing you where it is. And people hate it. And if you're watching, this is another subtle area too. I wanted to experiment really with if people want to spend their time and look at things. There it is. There's the character with the green sweater. She died, and there's a bunch of bodies there. And these two boxes here, I specifically made these windows you can kind of look out of. And if you're looking from here, it swells in that moment. Thanks! As I toggle back and forth. Really short, just glad I could share that with you. Thank you if you downloaded the game and played, and uh, I hope you're all gonna play some more games that I offer you. Alright, bye.